Hey, it's Dr. Noah. Thank you, my Saturday morning Instagram and Facebook live session faithful followers. I want to talk about something that I have not talked about yet, but that I need to talk about, that I should have talked about, and that's sleep. Sleep is that glue that lets you hold your adjustment longer. Sleep is that glue that allows you to heal from that intense exercise quicker. Sleep allows you to integrate every other healthy thing you do for yourself, and it cannot be overlooked. So recently, I was listening to a sleep expert on one of the multitude of podcasts I listen to, and he brought up three topics, the most important things for a good night sleep. And then I'm going to add a fourth one on, and maybe a fifth one that's most important to me, at least by my tracking standards and what I find for myself. So number one is a consistent bedtime. It's hard. It's difficult for me. I get home at 8 o'clock at night every night, but getting to bed at the same time every night is quite possibly the most important thing for a good night's sleep. Number two is a lower temperature in your room. You don't want your house to be 72 degrees when you're trying to sleep. One of the things your body naturally does to go into a deeper stage of sleep is to decrease its temperature. So it appears that 67 degrees is about right for most people. Last night I know we had our temperature on about 68, and it seemed to be just about perfect. The third thing, which is really important, is blue light. You want to sleep in a dark room. You don't want your TV on while you're sleeping. You don't want a lot of ambient light. If you use night lights, you want them to be amber. If you need to watch TV or like to watch TV before you go to like I do, you need to wear blue light blocking lenses, and I have probably a dozen pairs. Some that make me look like Bono, some that make me look like Tony Stark. But those are the three. Consistent bedtime, about 67 degrees in your room, and dark as can be. Blackout shades are definitely a great option. But the number one for me, without a doubt, and I know this because I track everything with my Oura Ring, but you could track it with a Fitbit or a Whoop. But the most important thing is not to eat a huge meal before you go to bed. And again, that's very difficult for me because I get home late. So I've been eating less and less, and when I do that, I see my REM sleep goes up, my deep sleep goes up, my beats per minute go down, my temperature is more stable. So eating a lighter dinner is definitely super important for me, and I suspect it's important for everybody. In fact, I know it is. When I was doing my fasting protocol a week ago and I tracked my sleep, my sleep numbers went through the roof. REM, deep sleep, beats per minute. Even my HRV was higher than it's ever been, and that really showed me how important it is. The fifth thing that I wanted to talk about, without a doubt, was alcohol too as well. Most people drink in the evenings and think it passes them out. And while it may help you go to sleep, you don't get to those deep levels of deep sleep, REM sleep. And I could attest to this. You know, sometimes we just say things and we don't really know if it's true. But I could tell you that if I have one drink before I go to bed, my beat per minute will go up to about 65 and stay there nearly all night. If I don't drink at all and I don't eat right before I go to bed, my beat per minute can be as low as 47. And that's a real huge indicator of a good night's sleep. So my tips are, number one, consistent time. Two, lower temperature, 67 degrees. Three, dark as could be using blue light blocking lenses. Four, don't eat a big meal before you go to bed. Five, definitely be careful about drinking before you go to bed. And six, I guess I'm doubling my recommendations. Track these things so you know these things are true for yourself, because I know they're true for me and I know they're true for the vast majority of the people. But sleep is the glue. It integrates every healthy thing you do, so don't neglect your sleep. Have a great day. Be awesome and never unawesome. I'm only here till about 10 o'clock today, and then Dr. Maris is taking the reins, because a little shout out to Hayden. He's running in the state sectional as a freshman today, and I'm really proud of him. Talk to you soon. Aunt Linda, I see your question about melatonin, and I will shoot you a message. I am a fan of melatonin, but in small doses, 5 to 6 days a week, usually about 1 to 2 milligrams before you go to bed. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.